Alrighty, I saw this short clip of this black woman talking about all the inventions that black people invented, and I actually checked it, and well, I was a little bit surprised. So, I'll pop in the video and take it from there.
Thing I want to say, I think that black people are superior. We are superior. Everything that we do, we dominate it. Every little thing. Some of the best entertainers are black. Sports is full of black people. We have invented everything. Self-lubricating engine, airplanes, cell phones, everything, stoplights, everything. We are superior, and they know that.
Alrighty, let's go with airplanes, because they should be the most obvious. I say they're the most obvious because Orville and Wilbur Wright, American aviation pioneers, are credited with inventing the first successful airplane. They achieved the first powered, sustained, and controlled flight of a heavy tan aircraft on December 17th, 1903, at Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, with the aircraft, the Wright Flyer. So, yeah, when she says black people invented airplanes, that's a falsehood. Next up, let's do the self-lubricating engine. Elijah McCoy, a Canadian-born mechanical engineer who later became a U.S. citizen, invented the first regulating drip cup lubricator for steam engines in 1872. This device used steam pressure to automatically and evenly drip oil onto moving parts of locomotives while they were in operation, eliminating the need to stop trains for manual lubrication. His invention significantly improved effectiveness and safety, and its high quality led buyers to request the real McCoy to distinguish it from the inferior imitations. Oh, I thought that saying the real McCoy was from the Hatfields and McCoys, but, oh well, learned something new there. A phrase that entered common usage. McCoy held over 50 patents in both Canada and the U.S., including improvements like a graphite lubricator for superheated engines and inventions such as portable ironing boards. The bane of the feminists, the ironing board. And lawn sprinklers. Cool. So, that black woman, she was actually right about this one, but not about airplanes. Oh well, what's next? Let's do cell phones next. Martin Cooper, American engineer, father of mobile phone. Martin Cooper, an American engineer and inventor, is widely regarded as the father of the cellular phone for leading the team that developed the first handheld mobile cell phone in 1973. He made the first public call using a portable wireless device, a prototype known as Motorola Diane TAC, on April 3 in New York City. This groundbreaking invention marked the beginning of the mobile communication era, with Cooper's work at Motorola laying the foundation for modern cellular technology, while early concepts and technologies contributed to the development of mobile networks. Cooper's practical handheld device is recognized as the first true mobile phone. So, yeah, he doesn't look to be black, so I think she's wrong. Next up, stoplights. The invention of the stoplight involved several key figures over time. The first traffic signal, a gas-lit system, was invented by John Peake Knight. Alright, first name. Who was John Peake Knight? Well, English railway manager. He looks white. He doesn't look black. So I could get into all this other stuff, but the only thing that woman cares about is skin color, so I don't have to. Next name. This system was short-lived due to a gas explosion in January 1869. The first electric traffic signal using a red and green light was developed in 1912 by Lester Farnsworth Wire. Alrighty, let's check out his profile. Lester Farnsworth Wire, September 3rd, 1887, April 14, 1958, was an American police officer and inventor, credited with inventing the first electric traffic light in 1912? So again, I could get into his whole backstory, but he looks white. And dare I say, not to sound, gay, but He looks really handsome. But anyway, he's not black, so moving on. The first electric traffic signal installed in the world, 5th of August 1914, was based on a patent filed by James B. Hodge. So again, that woman talks about blackness, so is he black? Doesn't look black to me, so again, moving on. William Potts, inventor. May 1883, 1947, was a Detroit police officer who is credited with inventing the modern three-lens traffic light in Detroit in 1920. The old system of police directing traffic had become increasingly outmoded. Two-color signals with green and red lights already existed, but they did not leave drivers sufficient time to stop at high speeds. Some municipalities experimented with leaving the green on for a few seconds after the red was illuminated, to caution drivers that the right of way, was soon to change. In 1917, Potts devised a new system by inventing a yellow or amber light which would shine after the green light and before the red, to indicate the impending transition. In 1920, Potts designed the first four-way three-color traffic signal tower, which was installed at the intersection of Woodward and Michigan Avenues in Detroit in October 1920. So, again, I couldn't find a picture, so not available. Alright, next person. Garrett Morgan. Garrett Augustus Morgan, Sr., 1877-1963, was an American inventor, businessman, and community leader. His most notable inventions were a type of three-way traffic light in 1923 and a protective smoke hood, notably used in a 1916 tunnel construction disaster. Alright, let's get into his career. Morgan spent his teenage years working as a handyman for a Connecticut landowner. Like many African American children growing up at the turn of the century, he had to quit school at a young age to work full-time. Morgan hired a tutor and continued his studies while working in Connecticut. In 1895, he moved to Cleveland, where he began repairing sewing machines for clothing manufacturers. This experience sparked Morgan's interest in how things worked, and he built a reputation for fixing them. His first invention made during this period was a belt fastener for sewing machines. Morgan also invented a zigzag attachment for sewing machines. Yeah, I've used a sewing machine once or twice. I've seen that zigzag pattern. Around 1910, his interest in repairing other people's inventions waned, and he became interested in developing some of his own. He received his first patent in 1912. In 1913, he incorporated hair care products into his growing list of patents and launched the G.A. Morgan Hair Refining Company, which sold hair care products, including his patented hair straightening cream. I wonder who would love hair straightening. And also hair coloring. And a hair straightening comb, invented by Morgan. In 1914, he patented his smoke hood design, also known as a breathing device. In 1914, so I guess you could call that the precursor to the modern gas mask. The invention earned him his first prize at the Second International Exposition of Safety and Sanitation in New York City. In 1916, Morgan rescued workers trapped in a water intake tunnel 50 feet beneath Lake Erie, using the smoke hood to protect his eyes from the smoke, and featuring a series of air tubes that hung near the ground to draw clean air beneath the rising smoke. Interesting. In 1923, Morgan designed a traffic signal after witnessing a horrible crash at an intersection. His manually operated design included moving arms featuring signals for go and stop. He eventually sold the rights to General Electric for $40,000. Okay, so did he invent the stoplight? I don't think so. In 1923, right? So let's check that. This John Pike Knight guy invented the first traffic light in 1868, so He didn't invent the first traffic light. Let's revisit this William Potts inventor guy. Potts designed a new system by inventing a yellow or amber light, which would shine after the green light and before the red, indicating the impending transition. So when did Potts invent that? In 1917. So, let's double check this Morgan guy. In 1923, Morgan designed a traffic signal light. So, 1923, that's after the William Potts guy, right? Because again, the William Potts guy, he invented the yellow light. So, this Morgan guy, he designed a traffic signal device after witnessing a crash. The signals for go and stop. That's not what we have today. Today we have the red, the green, and the yellow. Red for stop, green for go, yellow for caution. Proceed with caution. So, he may have developed a different design, but I don't see how that's the same as the William Potts guy who developed the yellow or amber light. The whole, is it green, is it green, is it green? Aw, crap, it's red. Bang. The yellow or amber light prevents that from happening. Or at least tries to. Some people try to run the yellow light. So out of the 4 things she listed, flight, we know for a fact that's wrong. That's a falsehood. Airplanes were invented by the Wright brothers. The second, the cell phone, that's false. That was Martin Cooper, if I remember correct. Now the third, the self-lubricating engine, yeah, that's accurate. And then the fourth, the whole stoplights, no, the first traffic light was invented by an Englishman. And then there were numerous other people who made adjustments to it. Me, however, I'd say the most important addition was the yellow light, which was invented by that William Potts guy. I couldn't find a picture of him, so maybe he is black. But again, I couldn't find a picture of him, so I don't know. So out of the 4 inventions she mentioned, 2 were straight up lies. 1 was true, and the stoplight thing, I would say he contributed to it, but he didn't invent it. So I think that's it for my thoughts on that matter. Well, take care out there in Clown World.